Necessary.
I wrote the story about what was probably the hardest day in my life, the day that we had to take my grandma, who had absolutely lost her mind due to dementia, to the home. The residents saw us with the furniture, and they knew we were committing a crime. My dad and I carried Grammy's TV night table, her TV stand, and her lamp into the blank white room inside the assisted living facility. The residents eyed us shiftfully, knowing exactly what was happening. The building, a plastic on particle board imitation of the mansion, smelled like a melange of lemon, orange, and pine-scented ammonia. After unloading the furniture, my dad and I drove back to Grammy's house in his pickup truck. We approached the cul-de-sac and started to turn down it, seeing the familiar houses that, according to my dad, hadn't changed in 40 years. Gliding the truck to a halt as we rounded the bend, my dad slammed his hand on the steering wheel. "Shit," he said under his breath. We saw Grammy walking across the lawn, the door of the house wide open. She looked like an octogenarian astronaut carefully exploring an alien planet. Noticing us, she walked down the driveway, a short gray wig askew on her head, and my dad pulled the truck up to the curb. He got out, shot an annoyed glance at Orrin, Grammy's boyfriend, who had promised to keep her out of the house all morning. He still had his keys in his hand and stood stiffly on the porch in one of his eggshell cardigans with matching slacks, looking like a wax statue of himself. Through countless years of family events, Orrin had always worn the same clinical expression borrowed from his long career as a plastic surgeon. We knew nothing of the motives bubbling beyond his saurian gaze, other than that this was an all too familiar episode to him. His wife was institutionalized years ago when he had started dating Grammy. The unnamed wife had only actually passed away last year. "You!" she yelled at my dad. "You are not allowed in here! Go back where you came from!" she yelled, her voice hoarse. "Come on, Mom," my dad said in an impatient but deliberate tone. "It's time to go." "Where? Where are we going?" She looked over at Orrin with desperation. A pregnant silence passed as we all guiltily looked at my dad to make the next move. "We're going to the rest home," he said with finality. She straightened up and looked each one of us over with her full measure of contempt, her gaze fixed on me. "You. Even you. You're with them. After all I did for you." She was slowly backing away from us, using Orrin's tow sedan as a shield. "You know what he did? He took all my money." She shook her head in anger. No, I won't go." She turned away from us and walked briskly towards the other end of the cul-de-sac. "He stole all my money," she yelled, as if shouting out the winning answer on a game show. "You'll never take me away and have all my money. He killed our whole family," she yelled to no one in particular, walking deliberately up the neighbor's front steps. Like exhausted parents in charge of an errant child beyond our control, we looked on powerlessly as she knocked frantically on the neighbor's door. "Does she even know the neighbors?" I asked Orrin. He was sitting on the porch across from us, staring off into space, determined to be a spectator in this low-budget passion play. "No, I don't think so." He spoke and moved in excruciating slow motion, and today was no exception. "They haven't seen her since before the dementia set in. I think we went to a dinner party there, but it was years and years ago. I don't even know if the same people live there." He suddenly rose and walked as if through waist-deep sand in the direction of the neighbor, seized by a sudden need to defuse the situation. We could see a man who had opened the door, and could see him pointing at us. My dad had had enough. "I'm calling the home." He looked defeated as he walked inside. As I waited for him to emerge, I could see Orrin beginning to lead Grammy reluctantly back to the house.